A new performance from the Augusta Junior Players based on the story of Genesis covers the age-old conflicts of parents and children and takes the stage at the end of this month. It's a joyous and inspirational musical about parents, children, and faith, not to mention centuries of unresolved family business.
Children of Eden Jr. It's an expansive musical, and director Christina DiCarlo joins us this morning along with cast members Ava Robinson and Abby Johnson.
Hey, good morning, girls.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
All right, Christina, we said a little about the show, but give us a little more about the synopsis of the show.
Yes, so it's based on the book of Genesis, and it's really important to note that we are not recreating the book of Genesis. What we're doing is using that story in familiar characters to showcase generational conflicts and how they are passed on between parents and family. So in Act 1, you see the story of Adam and Eve and what happens when Eve eats the apple, and how her father reacts to that. And then we fast forward generations later in Act 2, and we see the story of Noah's Ark.
Okay, and now the Junior Players, they always pack a wide variety of shows each season.
Yes.
How do you pick these? I mean, what goes into the process of choosing?
Of course. So Junior Players artistic director Roy Lewis, he comes with titles, and him and Scott and myself, and we talk about what do we want our season to look like. And Children of Eden really stuck out to us because it's a challenge. It's completely sung through. It's 60 minutes of young people singing, which you don't really see in these junior shows. So we thought it would be a really great challenge. Yes, they're singing, yes, they're dancing, but the acting material is actually really heavy in this one as well. So it's really, really challenging our young people.
Now, Ava, you're playing Eve, and although people may know her from the Bible, you're playing it as a bit of an unruly daughter. Tell us about the role.
Well, I'm actually playing Yona. My friend Abby here.
Yes, Abby's playing Eve. Yeah.
Yes. I play Eve. She's a very dynamic character. You see her at every part of her life. So you see her when she's getting the life breathed into her, and she's got this excitement and joy and curiosity for the world around her. But then you also see her as she makes mistakes and as she finds this consequence she didn't know that she had, and the fear when she gets exiled, and then the pain when her son kills her other son, and then that release of all of those emotions when she finally gets to come home to father and her family when she dies.
And that's a lot. For
It
Junior
is a lot.
Plays, that's a lot.
Yes, I said
It's
it's heavy, but a very beautiful story.
How have the rehearsals been going so far?
Oh, they've been going great. The girls and the cast, they've been taking this so seriously. And like we said, because the material is a bit heavier, you know, as opposed to if we were doing The Little Mermaid, great show, but very, very different, right?
Right.
So they come prepared, we do a warm up, we focus, and we're immediately in the story. We talk a lot about how we have a responsibility to tell this story that means so much to so many people, and the cast is really coming to that achievement and doing that very well.
And so, Ava, you're playing Yona. What's it been like preparing for this role?
Honestly, I mean, it's been so much fun, but it is definitely hard to put yourself in a position of Yona. Like, she's been cursed, her whole family's been cursed for generations, and so her character's very, like, open-minded, and she's very, like, at terms with how her life is going to be, and it's very, like, fun but also difficult playing, like, someone that's so selfless and strong.
Now, Christina, when are the performance dates for this? Because this won't be at the Imperial.
No.
This will be someplace else.
Yes, this will be at the Kroc Center. So we open on Friday, September 27th at 7 o'clock, and then Saturday, September 28th, we have 2 shows at 4 o'clock and at 7 o'clock.
Now, you have a special sneak peek performance this weekend at Arts in the Heart. Tell us about that.
We do. The cast of Children of Eden Jr. will be singing in front of the Augusta Players booth Friday night at 6:30 and 7:15, so you'll get a nice little sneak peek of the music. The music is beautiful. It's written by Stephen Schwartz, who also wrote the music for the popular movie musical Wicked.
And I want to go ahead and back this up here. The Junior Players have beat adult shows in theater conferences before, so no pressure, no hype. But no, we're talking about the quality and the caliber of the talent that we have here as well. Let's go again over the times and dates again for where?
Yes, September 27th at 7 o'clock and September 28th at 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock at the Kroc Center.
All right, be sure that you check that out, AugustaPlayers.org, or call 706-826-4707 for the tickets. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
By the way, that was my bad. I messed up the name. She didn't do that, so I'm just going to throw that out there.
All right, North Augusta